I know that we promised you in our last episode we'd be back talking about all that heavy lifting of exercise to get rid of all that weight we gained when we quit smoking 14.5 months ago.
We're still carrying an extra 25 pounds apiece, and do we miss smoking?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes.
We do. But we're not going to go back to it.
We interrupt this irregularly scheduled webisode
for this other irregularly scheduled webisode.
We're with you today because of something even more important. It's the worst kind of most dangerous hunting season there is, political season. And we feel that a lot of you, like us, are getting barraged by a lot of hokum over the top. Now, just so you'll know, we're self-employed, we're Sohoers, we're caught in the same tough economy you are, as all the banks and brokerage houses hit the crapper at breakneck speed.
We're very concerned about all the lies that are being said out there and are not being corrected.
As you can see, all the political parties are vying to get the big North American distributorship on crapola, and so far all of them have won. So we'd like to help you work through that crapola. First, you have to know when you're about to get a load of crapola.
I heard it somewhere.
Didn't hear anything anywhere unless it came out of their own mouth while they were standing in the bathroom.
I read somewhere.
Yeah, you probably read it somewhere, either in a tabloid, a recipe, or most probably a clothing label.
I know it in my bones.
Warning, warning, attention! Bones don't know. Bones don't remember. Bones don't tell. Bones are only good in an autopsy or on a television show. Bones don't know.
Just because a candidate says something over and over and over and forcefully and declaratively doesn't mean they're telling us the truth.
I mean, there's an old staple in life that never lets you down. Those who have the absolute least to say always do so at the top of their lungs.
I think what we're going to have to do, all of us, is to start watching these Sunday morning political talk shows.
And the reason you want to watch those network political talk shows is they do something you can do. They check out the information before they go on the air with it. Most of them go to factcheck.org, which you can do and isn't a bad idea. You're just at the point now politically where you're going to get the idiot phone calls.
And listen for the word if as they set you up for the question. If I told you so-and-so did this, or if it turned out to be true, once you hear that word if, your truth antenna needs to shoot up and go, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, if your grandmother had wheels, she'd have been a wagon, but she didn't, so she wasn't. If there's one thing we've all learned from the political pundits in this political year, it's that the pundits don't know squat. They're wrong like 86% of the time. And notice not one of them ever goes, well, I sure miscalled that one, didn't I? Ha ha, I'm a moron. They don't do that.
This is our country, this is our election. We don't want 4 years from now all of us going, well, I guess I coulda, shoulda, woulda checked out the truth instead of being fooled.
So, we've come up with 3 very simple questions that'll help you get on the high side of what's so. Does this make any sense at all? Just because the guy went on talking, does that mean he really answered anything? Does this make any sense at all?
Can you check it out?
That's a big one, because if, yes, we have a study that was done by the fine folks who love other Americans and are taller and better, and they sent this in from their headquarters where 6 of them live in a beach house in Rehoboth, Delaware.
Would you let this person hold your wallet?
See, that's the biggest one, what you're coming down to. You read your bank statements because it's your money. Well, you got to read all these positioning papers, if for no other reason, to find out if there is one.
This election is about issues. It is not about personality. It's about issues and what is important to you, what's important to us. Is it the economy?
This is about health care. This is about veterans' rights, benefits, the Iraq War. This is about equal pay. Remember all that, equal pay.
And a woman's right to choose.
And don't we have to give all Americans the same right? I mean, it's a host of check-off lists that you probably have yourself. We just don't want you to forget the big 3. Does it make sense? Can I check it out? And would I let this moron hold my wallet?
If you're not registered to vote, please register to vote. And if you are registered to vote, make sure all of your information is correct so you are not caged.
Make sure that when you go into that voting booth, you can do two very important things. One, vote for the candidate you really believe in, and the one you actually checked out.
It's awfully good to see you again.
Or be seen by you, so take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.